Hello, welcome to the Beer Temple. I am Chris Quinn, and this is my wife Margaret Quinn, and it's almost cliche, but it is so true this time. I'm so excited to do this show. Really looking forward to it. This one's all about you. We've done a couple blind tastings in the past. We're going to do a blind tasting this time, but now I've set up Margaret to do the blind tasting. In the past, she's been the one who's been setting up the tastings for me, but now the tables are turned, and we'll give you a quick rundown, then we'll get going. So in this case, I picked 4 beers, all of the same style.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to tell Margaret for right now.
All right.
She has no idea what the style is. She has no idea what the beers are. She's going to taste them, talk about them, give them a rating, and then if she thinks she can pick out what they are specifically, more power to you. If not, fine. I have not thrown in any tricks such as like a year-old Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, which was done to me.
Unknown. It was unknown.
Yeah, so nothing. There's nothing tricky really, like in that case.
Straightforward challenge. I have to admit though, I am sort of having like a full-blown panic about this. Like I'm very scared and nervous. I feel like this is gonna be like
flushed.
I'm flushed. I feel like this is gonna be like the moment, like in Scooby-Doo, when like the mask is pulled off and you realize
this whole show is based around this trick which I've set up in episode 70, whatever.
Yeah. Like, and I'll be like, you meddling kid, and you know, it'll just be really weird and awkward. So
no, don't worry about that. So this is one thing that's a little bit hard for you, is the way I've set it up is really to be visually for the camera the easiest thing, but for you it's hard for you to look at them side by side. But you can look at them one at a time and then do your comparisons afterwards.
Yeah.
But I'll probably just hand you them in order A, B, C, D, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Hopefully, since the last time we did it, we broke one of our tulips, so I'm using a new Belgium glass.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay.
Let's go. Just relax.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
But if you get it wrong, what do you?
What if I nailed it? What if I was just like, oh, come on, this is a 2010 blah, you know, whatever. Vla. It says vla. Everybody knows that. All right. Well, the color on this is like dark gold. The nose is interesting. Okay.
In fact, I don't even know which one's which. I'll just let you know that.
How is that? How is this going to work?
Well, I know I poured it and then put it in the bag.
Okay. Okay.
That is that. I know that, but I forget what they are.
Okay. The nose is interesting. I feel like I get a little bit of funk in it.
Okay.
But a fairly clean nose. With just some kind of underlying.
I'm sitting there like kicking the dog,
funk.
trying to get him to stop it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. No, he's not adding to my anxiety at all.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
As the dog laps. Maxie, stop.
All right.
He gives me a panic attack.
I'm distracted.
All right. Yeah, sorry. Let's go. I'm sorry. We'll let him lick his chops.
Okay. So nice, clean flavor. Not much bitterness really at all.
The funk, I think I've realized, is coming from his butthole. Just saying.
He's bringing the funk.
Yeah.
So pretty clean flavor. Not much bitterness at all. Hops are not prominent in this at all. So it's not like a. I don't think it's like a pale ale or an IPA or something like that.
Okay.
Just fairly clean. I do get a little bit of that. Kind of that funk I was referring to, like an odd, you know, kind of maybe something going on with the yeast in this.
Okay. Max, stop it.
But yeah, nice beer, nice clean beer. Just very drinkable, nothing too complex. It's not boozy at all, so I don't think I'm looking at something that's got like a high ABV.
And don't worry, you're gonna have 3 others examples, so you can all pair them off each other and get a better idea of which one it is.
Okay.
So you've got 1 point. So okay, you done with that one?
I'm done with it for now.
Okay. I tried to give you enough so you could go back to them as well. Okay. So here you go.
Okay. This one is significantly lighter in color.
But still, I mean, it's not like it's a stout and a.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little
light lager or something.
Yeah. It's definitely trending more towards gold.
Okay.
Okay.
Max, come on, buddy, stop it.
Somebody's gonna lose a foot.
Yeah.
So the nose is Kind of interesting, very clean nose. A little breadiness, I would say. But also, okay, dog's like going to town.
Yeah, we can pause.
And we're back.
All right, yeah, we had to threaten Max with the Citronella Spark Collar.
Yeah.
Which is his, yeah.
All right, so back to the nose on this. Very kind of clean nose, not much, maybe a little bit of malt. Again, no big hops or anything like that. Smell, I mean, I'm starting to think like these smell like lagers.
Okay.
Okay, this is very odd. I'm kind of wondering now what's happening.
Okay.
Because this is just a very mild-mannered beer, to put it mildly, I guess. No hops that I can speak of. No malt that I can, I mean, really pick out of it.
Okay.
This tastes like something. I mean, I have to say that I'm starting to think like Budweiser or something like that. I think we're getting into macro territory with this one.
With that one, okay. And that one and the same one, you think they're both kind of in line? They're the same style.
They're the same. Okay, if they're the same style, that one is definitely more complex than this one.
I don't think you gave them either of them a rating either.
Okay, sorry.
If you don't have to, if you don't.
Yeah, I don't think I want to give ratings right now. This is, I have to say, I think this is a shitty beer. I hope it's not like this one gold medal at the World Beer Cup. But no, this is a shitty beer.
Okay.
No two ways around it.
Okay, cool. So we'll go with that one. So if you don't need to score them, but why don't you go put them in order of your favorites at least.
Okay. Well, right now, number 1 and number 2, that's how they're pairing up.
Okay.
So this, oh man, this one, the nose is very odd on this.
Okay.
What are you giving me here? Okay, it's almost got like a sweet banana type nose. I think that there's fruit in this. Is that, I mean, so you said it's all the same style.
It could be lambic, fruited and unfruited.
It's not lambic. But yeah, no hops, not a lot of malt coming through.
But you're getting some fruit on the nose.
I get major fruit on the nose.
Like a banana fruit?
Like kind of like, yeah, like a...
Coming from the yeast, coming from the malt?
Banana and like peach I get on this.
Okay. Like what you would get from a Belgian? I'm not trying to lead you down the road, I'm just trying to get you to...
not like you would get from a
Because when you
Belgian.
get banana, bubble gum, those sort of things, people might start thinking, oh, Belgian.
I understand. No, it's not banana in the sense that you get that on a Belgian.
Or a Hefeweizen, something like that.
It's not the Hefeweizen either. This really smells like it's a beer that has fruit added into it.
Got it, like a fresh banana, something like that.
Like I would think like a Weech or something like that.
Got it.
Like with the peach as an example.
Yep. I love it. The tables are turned. Cool.
Get some odd bitterness on the back end on this one, but again, just kind of a mild-mannered beer. I want to say that these are lagers, but the fruit in this one is kind of throwing me off, and the funk in the first one was also a little bit throwing me off.
Okay.
Yeah, just some mild fruitiness in this, and just really not much going on at all.
Okay, cool.
And contestant number 4.
And how do they feel? Like, are they light, heavy, you know?
I would say
sippers, gulpers, you know.
Gulpers, medium body, maybe light to medium body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they feel like they're high alcohol?
No, definitely low alcohol.
Low alcohol beers?
I would say lower alcohol.
I'm helping you out here. I don't know if you realize that. I'm helping you.
I already said that these are not high ABV beers. They're and I think I even said the word macro to the second one. Like these are. That's why I'm starting to think like. I'm not getting a lot of complexity. I'm not.
Do they taste like? Whoa! I can't believe these are the same style. That's so weird.
The one that threw me for a loop was the second one.
Okay.
Because that I would guess. I mean, it could have been some matter of a macro. Okay. I would think.
Now here's your final one, Beer D.
Dude, and this one smells completely different. This is not fair. Okay, this one is very odd. There's like almost like chocolate in this or something.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I get like a lot more sweetness. That's why this is so frustrating because I just don't know.
I did not make it easy for you.
No. Yeah, but I get
I didn't make it like American style pale ale.
Right. So it's almost like a roastiness, like a chocolatiness almost, you know,
on the nose.
On the nose, yeah.
Okay. They all are fairly the same in color.
Man, big time. I'm getting like that chocolatey nose.
Okay.
When I taste it, ugh, it's kind of gross though.
So you don't like that one at all?
No, I don't like this at all.
Okay.
This is another, just kind of middle of the road in terms of mouthfeel.
Do you want to try any of the others again, or before you have to officially say which style you're going for, or which beer is your favorite, or if you want to try any others? I think I remember which order I put them in now. I think.
This is tough.
A, B, C, D.
Okay.
You want to try any of them again? If you get it wrong, it doesn't matter.
It matters.
All right, it matters a lot.
All right, let me taste this again.
I just like watching you squirm.
I'm just really struggling between ale and lager right now.
Okay.
That's a pretty basic decision.
But there's styles that blur the line. You know, a Kolsch or an alt beer.
These beers just don't have anything
beer.
going on. Like they don't have an overpowering any kind of you know how like an English bitter or something would have, like you kind of get that biscuity nose and taste. I'm not getting anything that could clue me into like even like, oh, maybe it's trending in that direction. With this, it's almost just like kind of like fizzy water, but like that one has chocolate, that one has banana, that one's just shitty, and this one had a little funk in it.
Okay. So it's a low gravity beer, sessionable beer, somewhat balanced beer between malt and bitter.
I don't get any bitter, but okay.
Okay, all right. No, so you get it's a malty beer. So now you're talking about like Scotch ales, Doppelbocks.
No, it's not.
Okay,
It's not a malty beer.
Okay, I'm just trying to then say. So it's somewhere in between light malt, light bitterness, sessionable beer. What do you think it is? And which one's your favorite?
God.
Well, put them in order,
All right,
first of all.
the favorite I think is this one.
So this is first, okay, and then what? You want to reveal them or put them in order?
No, don't reveal them yet.
Okay.
All right,
This
my
one?
favorite is this one.
Okay.
Because I haven't even guessed the style yet.
And don't touch the bags.
Okay,
either.
I'm not touching the bags.
It's very. Okay, first winner, gold medal.
I guess I'll give it to the fruit in that one. At least it had something
Silver
going
medal.
on. Yeah.
Okay. Bronze.
Gotta go that one. It was
what's after that?
just
Tin?
kind of the least offensive.
Bronze, and then
Yeah.
this just you did not like at all. So this was
Just tastes
also
odd.
ran. Okay. First, second, third, fourth.
Okay.
So what's the style? And do you have any commercial examples that you think you have? Yeah.
I think these are American macro lagers.
Like a Budweiser. A Budweiser. I'm gonna say it again. You think that looks like a Budweiser to you?
Well,
Think about what you're saying. Macro lagers?
all right.
More help than you gave me, by the way.
I mean,
I'm not saying they're not lagers. I'm just saying they're not like a Miller Lite. You know that.
okay. I guess
Or if you just don't know, you don't know.
I'm gonna guess. I don't know. I really don't know. Some sort of. I think that there's some sort of American lager.
Okay, like an American amber lager? Or something like that? Or
Yeah.
an American lager of some kind. An American lager.
But I mean, obviously not.
Not macro.
Right. Not,
All malt lagers, in other
Right.
words. Okay. Cool. You want to go with this one? You want to start here?
Yeah.
Your favorite?
Whoa.
Two Brothers. Long Haul Session Ale.
Jesus.
Ale aged in oak foeder. Okay.
All right. Well, I think
So there you go.
I could have been the funk that I was getting from the foeder.
Maybe a little bit of the oak. A hint of it. Okay.
Hint of oak.
Cool.
Wow. Okay.
All right, and then the second. So do you know what style of beer this is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
So what style of beer is that?
You'll keep going. You'll know very soon. The second one was this one. Boom!
Oh, your homebrew.
My homebrew!
Jesus Christ.
That was the twist. So now you know what style beer it is.
All right.
It's a standard bitter. It's not this extra special bitter like you were talking. When you said an English bitter, I'm assuming meant an ESB.
Right.
Yeah, which is not what this is. It's a standard bitter. Very low alcohol beer. You know, you're looking at about 4% alcohol. Very light, very drinkable, English style. Ales, not a lager, an ale. And then your third was this one, right?
Yeah.
This was the Bluebird Bitter.
All right.
Okay. This one, you know, who knows? I had no idea how old it is. You're looking at, for this guy, this is what, like a month, 6 weeks old, something like that. This is about the same as well. This one I really don't know.
I'm surprised because it was just completely lackluster. It was just like,
award-winning English ale. It's just the Bluebird Bitter, bottle conditioned, 4.2% alcohol.
And it's funny that I specifically mentioned bitter as like, it's not that.
Yeah, this one's 4.2% alcohol. Mine's about 3.7, 3.8% alcohol. But these are lighter bitters. So it's a standard bitter. They're not the special bitter or the ESB. But it is funny that you specifically called out one that you didn't
It's definitely not that.
And the final is the Anchor Small Beer, which is a bitter made from, it's a small beer made from their barley wine.
Okay.
So, Max, hold on.
So, yeah, this one had some,
over here.
what I was getting like some very odd, like I was calling it roast, I was calling it
so let me have a sip of them now that I, so this one?
Yeah. This was just my least favorite. Just
it's like a very mild maltiness.
Yeah. You know what's really shocking is just the differences between all of them. When you have no context, you have no idea what you're tasting. I mean, this one was just like, holy shit, I'm getting a ton of banana and peach. This
one's not very good.
No.
So this is, October. This was brewed in October, November, December. This is a little bit older. This one. Okay.
Well,
this was your favorite.
That was my favorite. I do feel slightly redeemed that I chose Two Brothers, which I love Two Brothers. So I do feel redeemed that was my favorite. Although it is pretty ridiculous that I tried to call that a macro. You're right. That's kind of absurd just based on the color alone.
But these are very mild, balanced beers. And when I say balanced, I mean none of the ingredients really jump out at you. They're kind of session ales.
And you said you didn't plan any tricks, but I feel like that's a trick.
This is kind
of like you pick these beers that are just like completely kind of lackluster. Like
so this one, what did you get in this one? Funkiness? No, that's funkiness. This one.
This was just completely lackluster.
I'm getting some English hops on this one. Some kind of earthy hop.
Yeah, to me it was just like, there wasn't much going on in that for me at all. Now, it could have been just because I had just had the Two Brothers, which did bring a little bit of funk to the party.
Yeah, it funked it up.
Funked it up.
Speaking
and this one, I mean, your homebrew, I got a lot of peach and a lot of, like, green banana. So big-time fruit on yours.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
And I do feel as though you kind of tricked it with the homebrew, too.
True. But I gave you 3 commercial examples.
Fine.
This was my little trick.
Lesson learned. For somebody who...
Lesson learned, I make the second best bitter in the world. This was my first homebrew attempt ever, by the way.
Best bitter in the world?
My personal favorite, for the record, is this Bluebird Bitter. I'm liking this one.
That was my least favorite. Or no, third favorite. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe I have to give that another shot. But I think lesson learned for today is, for somebody who enjoys American macros, this might be a good, place to go if you want to start getting into craft beer, because these are very non-objectionable beers. A lot of them like
low alcohol, low calorie,
right?
And you're going to be able to, if you're out at a bar that serves some of these beers, which is not going to be the easiest thing necessarily, especially this one. Ask for this in the bar. But it is a nice go-to beer if you're at an English pub and you see that they have bitter on. That's what it's meant to, kind of just be drunk in mass quantity and just kind of enjoyed that way. So yeah, I kind of like this one. Mine's smelling a little odd.
So you're a little odd.
Yeah, a little bit dusty. But mine also changes bottle to bottle as well, a little bit. So
yeah.
And this one, I agree with you. I'm not really a fan of this Anchor Small Beer.
Yeah.
So.
Good show.
There we have it. You can be the judge whether it was a good show or not. We will be back shortly with a more typical show. Where
How did I do? Did I do okay?
Yeah, I think you did fine. I mean, it's just fun to see how it works. I mean, I totally got it wrong when you did this with me, and then the second time we did it, I knew that they were all macro lagers. And I just had to pick. We had to pick our favorites. So I think you did well. It was a tricky style. I certainly did not make it easy for you. But I really wanted to trick it and put this my beer. The motivation was so I could put my beer against commercial examples and trick you. So I did. I mean, I didn't brew this with this show in mind. I just brewed it because it would be a light
It's been an elaborate ruse for months.
Like I said, like you were worried about. It's all true. Well, there you go. I'm going to give you your favorite beer, and I'll take my favorite beer. And here,
We've got
that
some beers
nice,
to drink.
bright macro lager for you. There you go.
I think I forgot what this one looked like. By the time I got to this, I was like, well, it's a macro.
And big difference between this and this, though.
Yeah, and the last one I saw was this one, and I was like, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for hanging in there with us and seeing what it was. Maybe you were guessing along with us, too. Keep the comments coming in. We always appreciate it. And we'll be back soon. But until then, we've got some beer to drink. And hopefully, you do too.